All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to the 7th installment of the Tampa Esports Coaching Corner, brought to you by Shadow and Shinigami.
How's it going, everybody?
I'll have to apologize in advance. There's something going on with Twitch, so we're having to stream at a much lower bitrate than normal. The video probably won't look as good. Might be some pixelation, but you should be able to hear us okay.
Yeah, not to mention we are sexy beasts, so the brief views that you do get of us will be pleasurable, we promise.
Indeed, they will be. All right, so I actually have 4 replays today from a Protoss player.
Outstanding.
I say we jump right into those.
Sounds like a plan. Don't forget to throw me the group invite so we don't you don't leave me behind this time.
Yeah, you want me to invite you?
Yeah, just invite me to group. That way you'll have to click watch together.
Okay. And Billy, you're gonna have to monitor the chat because I can't get into chat for some reason.
I do have chat open. My chat's working.
Okay. All right, so let me switch it over to us watching a replay. Okay. Can we confirm that you can communicate with people in chat real quick? While I pull this replay up.
Confirmation. I can see my own. I'm not getting disconnected. I saw hers.
Okay, so did I. Yeah, did you type something in chat, Jared?
Yes.
Okay, because I didn't see it. I just saw what she typed.
Ah.
And we set you as a moderator, right?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, well, this is going to quickly devolve into a kangaroo corner.
That's all right. We work best on our feet.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to invite you to a party because I like you so much.
Aww.
I know, right? The bullshit I say on air.
It's alright. If I like pass out and wake up next Saturday and you're spooning me, I'll know why.
Well, it's been known to happen.
Alright.
Spazcat.
So is Spazcat our submitter?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So Bronze League Protoss. Do you send any details with the email behind saying, his letter to Casey Kasem?
No, unfortunately, there was no major letter. He just basically said, I hope these are helpful. I'm assuming it's a chick, seeing as how it's got a chick avatar.
Yeah, there are no females on the internet, man. That is rule number 34 of the interweb.
Oh, well, that's a good point. Alright.
All 14-year-old girls are actually undercover police or Chris Hansen.
So, very big man versus Spazcat.
You think he's compensating for something?
So, are you in Irish mode today because you're wearing that shirt?
No, it just I got a Shrek reference in my head when very big man, and that's the voice I went with.
Oh, okay.
Just happened to be wearing the green Boston shirt with it.
Alright, well, it appears very big man randomed Protoss.
So PvP. Gate first. I'm guessing he's going to be going for some sort of one base craziness because of the location of that gateway.
Yeah.
Gas.
He's only started one gas, too. That's another good indication.
Of a 4 gate, I'm thinking. Considering he's randoming it in Bronze League. It's good to know that Spazcat, whether they've been following our stream or not, has learned never trust a probe.
However, you might not want to chase it around with 2 probes. Not
Correct.
until it gets into a fight.
Yeah.
And then you pull another probe.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just wasting mining time instead of staying equal.
Indeed. Alright.
And Scout probe's coming back. Cybernetics core. I'm expecting the warp gate research to start any second. There it goes. So, very big man. I'm guessing there's going to be a pylon going down somewhere in here. No research out of Spazcat yet. Gas just going down. Very big's got a lot of minerals. There goes the gateways.
She stops chasing the probe here.
Yep, and there goes down the pylon.
Okay. Did Spazcat do any scouting?
Yes.
Okay.
Spazcat knows that should know that the cybernetics core went down and that there's a gateway.
Okay, a key indicator that there's going to be a 4-gate aggression is the fact that there's only 2 pylons in the base.
Yep.
Because that's all you need until you make the forward pylon, which obviously is right here. Now, letting that probe go was a bad idea in a PvP, especially when you already scouted something like this, when you already scouted the fact that there were only 2 pylons in the base.
Yeah, knowing when that pylon goes down will give you your, okay, it's time to D-up moment. I'm surprised that mothership core for Big Man staying back there, considering he's planning on pushing aggression against pretty much Zealots.
Well, yeah.
And there's another pylon going down. That's going to be the warp in. So the pressure's going to start and continue, and it's probably going to be 4 Stalkers versus 3 Zealots. It's going to be a problem. No gates to get them out.
And there's no gateways. Okay, so this game is already over.
Well, the mothership core could save it. But, yeah, there's only a minute left in the replay, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that mothership core is not going to even be out in time for the damage this is going to cause.
Never build up.
Because there's going to be another warp in any moment now.
2, 1. There it is. Yep.
Okay. Spazcat. You don't chase stalkers with probes unless you have something to kill them with. The probes alone are not going to do it. It's better just to pull the probes. If you actually had army units to shoot, that would be different. But you don't. So you would just pull probes. The reason why you lost this game, though, is twofold. One, you didn't continue to pursue the probe. Remember, never trust the probe. Okay? Once the probe is like here on the map and is continuing down here, then you can stop chasing it. But you don't stop chasing it right here or somewhere else in your base. You have to always follow it with a probe of yours. Also, a good tip off of a 4-gate is obviously the 2 pylons in the base, not the 3rd pylon. Alright, when you see a 4-gate, even though you've gone 2 bases, you just put down 4 gates of your own, you're going to have a superior economy, and you can just win outright. It's very easy to hold if you see it and know what's coming.
Yep.
Alright, so let's go on to the next replay.
Oh, I guess I should leave the as
right.
well.
My chat is bugging out, so...
Yeah, mine actually bugged out too, and I'm back in now, so... If there are any questions, somebody, feel free to post them, and we will try to... we'll try to see them. If any of us see them, we'll hopefully 3 of us watch, and one of us will catch it.
Yeah. Alright, let's go on to the next replay. PvZ versus Swarm Hosts. PvZ multi-pronged attack, and I love it when they title each one of the replays.
It helps.
Alright, so we're going to watch the PvZ Swarm Hosts.
I do love me some Swarm Hosts.
I do too.
I haven't started building them yet, but,
Yeah. Wow, another random.
What is it with the low randoms?
I don't know. Maybe they got bored of their race.
So they just created a Smurf random?
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Or they switched to random.
Alright, so PvZ. Azix is the Zerg in the lower right there. Of course, our hero Spaz Cat in the upper left.
Yay, Spazcat!
Yay! We're under attack! They're destroying our city!
Hey, that's pretty good, man.
Sun's up. Work.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I've been playing Warcraft for a long time.
They don't make those sounds in World of Warcraft, do they? I mean, that's
No,
just,
they do not.
That's just Warcraft 2.
Yeah, and Warcraft 1.
1, yeah.
Yeah. The good old DOS-based RTS.
Hey, it was amazing.
It was amazing. Against Zerg, this day and age, I mean, that is a big
Wow,
ramp
look
to
at
fall
this.
off, so
A one base layer. An infestation pit. Oh my god.
This is a all-in one base.
This is an all-in.
Yeah.
Okay. Did Dara scout it? Or this is Spazcat. Sorry.
Yeah, nope, not scouted. Scouted that there's no natural, though, which should be a big warning sign against Zerg.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you scout and it's 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and there's no natural up, it's okay to panic.
Well, not panic. You can just laugh and build gateways. Alright. Let's see. So we got gateways. Good.
Enduring Locust's already researching. There's the natural going down because he realized it's hard to build a lot of Locusts off one base with 2 gas.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like, I was watching Dream Hacks and
So
there's
why
Zerg
is
but Swarmhost.
Spazcat? Where's your Nexus?
The second Nexus should have expanded, yeah.
I mean, I like this. Ooh, wow, a lot of stuff just got canceled there. 3 more gates, but you're only on 1 base.
There's the other Nexus. Yeah, with all that money banked up, you could have had those things going a long time ago instead of waiting for all that money.
Yeah.
I'd like... knowing that they have the Zergs going, I don't know.
Well, the Zerg is obviously going Swarm Host.
Oh, yeah. Spaz doesn't know that, though, unfortunately. She just knows that something wrong is happening.
Well...
Here comes the first Swarm Host.
Okay, you're running upgrades while you know an attack is pending. Do you have observers yet? No, you don't even have a robo.
Yeah, no idea that Swarm Hosts are coming in.
I don't like Spazcat's build here. I like the response. I like the fact that, okay, I saw aggression, I'm going to build more gates. I don't like that you delayed this Nexus so long, then put these gates down, then finally built the Nexus and got your economy going.
I kind of wonder what the build was that Spaz was planning here. Like what Spaz was thinking was coming. And from the looks of it, from all those sentries, I'm thinking that Spaz thought roaches were coming.
Fine. But where's the robo? It's just now going down. 2 robos are going down.
Yeah.
An observer a long time ago would have been helpful here.
Knocking down the back rocks.
Yeah, I mean, actually, Spazcat is maintaining a good army and economy right now.
Yep. That Swarm Host count getting a little bit high is 10 there.
But that's all they have.
Yeah, that really is all they have.
Honestly, if Spazcat had just moved in right now and completely ignored these and just attacked,
Would have just won.
oh yeah, Spazcat would have just won right this second.
When in doubt, just fucking kill him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so you saw Zerg was on 1 base, and then you built up a pretty impressive little army here, and you got a good number of sentries, and here's your observers finally.
Yeah, you got a really menacing army right there.
And look at this tech, almost level 2 upgrades are almost done already. I mean, this is impressive. This is a really good
With
army
those
here.
that many sentries, the locusts aren't even going to be able to get close enough to shoot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Game resumed.
If you just pushed in, and I mean, this is not a threat right here. It's swarm hosts are a threat if you sit there and fight the locusts, but you don't have to fight the locusts. There's nothing here to stop you.
They are terrible defensive units.
They are horrible defensive units. You literally just laugh. You just walk right past the swarm hosts and go kill their base.
Yep. There's 20 swarm hosts and nothing to support them. In a base race, you win.
As long as you have your observer, you're going to win in a base race.
And here come the locusts.
Game
Okay, and the worst thing you can do is try and fight them back here.
Probably be good to take out these rocks and come around behind them.
Yeah, I
Just
agree.
let your buildings soak it for a while. And
I
just
agree.
take the buildings as a loss and kill the entire army.
I think the problem here Spazcat had was being too passive, and really, you could have gotten an observer out by 7 or 8 minutes instead of waiting so long to get these initial buildings down, like the Nexus and then the gates, and just get a robo down and figure out what they're doing. And if you see a bunch of swarm hosts here with no units protecting them, literally, this is easy to kill. You just get out of the way, you let the locusts die. Yeah, they might kill half your base right here, but then you just come in. The moment those locusts are dead or they're in a position where you can go around them, you literally just go around the locusts, and since you've got an observer, you can kill every single one of these. Remember, the locusts spawn every 25 seconds, so let's see if you had an opportunity to do that. Don't fight them. Don't fight them.
I do like the good force fields there.
Yeah, the force fields are good, but you have no way to break them when it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just trying to go through your choke. And
Oh.
of course, they're chewing everything up.
Yeah.
And that was a huge mistake. Let's see, do we have blink? No, no blink.
Leave your sentries there. The force fields protect the buildings if you have to. Knock down these rocks and come around behind and just squish them. Especially with your immortals, you're just gonna melt them.
Yeah. That would have been easy if you had just done it that way. Literally, you could just knock your rocks down very quickly with your immortals. Just let them destroy these gates. Who cares if you lose 3 gates? Honestly, your observer sees there's nothing here. These are vulnerable swarm hosts. You knock these off, Zerg has nothing.
Game resumed.
And no way to really replenish quickly enough because
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even have a bank. Yeah, the only mistake you really made here was fighting these locusts head on. Don't do it. Don't ever do it. The only time you would consider it is if, let's say, you had 6 colossi back here, and just maybe a bad rally or something, the locusts managed to get up in range of the colossi, so you start fighting the locusts. But that's it. I mean, you would never ever fight locusts head on, ever. Yeah, you were way ahead, unfortunately.
yeah, way ahead. Passivity can be the death of you sometimes. Yeah, I know, Pete, you're trying to build up to that big scary death ball of max army, but a lot of the games, especially early on, are not going to be won by max armies. By being passive like that, you kind of screw yourself early on.
Yep.
All right, so well, I think we saw that last week too. Someone being too passive.
Yeah,
Not.
Yeah. It seems to be a common... Oh, the command will not be available.
I think that the fear, the unknown, the fear of the unknown is forcing these players that we've been watching the last couple of weeks to stay back. And one thing that Shadow was saying, that early on observer kind of helps relieve that fear. I mean, you have a stealth detection unit that you can send out pretty early, and if that's kind of the problem of why you're not moving out, that's a great unit to be getting, especially against the Zerg and Swarm hosts and all that craziness. And if it helps you alleviate that fear and be a little bit more aggressive, then go for it.
Indeed. Alright, let's see. We got a little probe fight here. And Elder Perfect got the first hit.
Don't fight the other probe. No.
There you go, Spazcat. You got your revenge.
Yep. All right. It looks like we're gonna have another
Oh,
I
early.
was gonna say 4 Gator, but
No,
is this
this
guy
is-
gonna be going Zealot Rush?
Yeah, this is an early 2-gate. Yep.
And most important thing, you scouted it, so you know it's coming. And this is a real easy to defend against.
Yeah. Really, all you need is a mothership core.
Yeah. And he's supply blocked, so it's going to be coming way slower. He was supply blocked there for a good while.
Which is not surprising. This is
Bronze, yeah.
bronze. Don't chase the probe with the Zealot. The Zealot is slower.
Yeah.
Anyhow. Alright, so you saw early aggression. Did you think to make a mothership core?
Yeah, that would have been...
Remember, the mothership core is your best weapon against early aggression.
Oh, yeah. Especially, getting it out early so it can get that energy build up. That energy is an untapped resource. Photon Overcharge just pretty much
Ooh, Idle Nexus.
makes Protoss hard to kill early game.
Bad juju, Idle Nexus. There we go. Alright.
If you're going to be building double, there's the mothership. Would like to see it about a minute ago, though, but...
Yeah.
Don't forget your chronos. Okay, good.
Alright, so I like how I think Spazcat noticed the 2 gates and dealt with it properly by getting units out.
Yep, it looks like it's transition. That's a weird transition into
Yeah.
a expansion.
All Edela Perfect did here is just slow themselves down.
Yeah. That forward pylon, that one in the natural, is actually a good indicator that the expansion's going down. So
Mm-hmm.
I think not coming back out and kind of going was a good decision, Spazcat. There's the observer of this game. 7:30, much better. Kind of high-fiving observers here.
Yeah, we almost did.
All right, so let's see what we got. We got Immortals coming out from Elder or Adele. Another observer out.
Perfect. Spazcat scouted the whole base.
And then there's the natural. Good. Lost the observer. That's okay.
Spazcat's actually falling behind in pro production here, though. Where the chronos aren't being used.
Nope, that energy's building up. Way building up. Chrono on the Robo.
I like this little arrangement here.
What, the straight line of pylons?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's somebody who's gotten sick of trying to figure out where the power field goes.
Yeah. I don't play Protoss often, but when I play Protoss, I tend to put like all my pylons around the perimeter of my main.
Okay, Colossi are good.
Third base.
PvP.
Alright, here comes the... Yeah, scouting around. Looks like Adele's not really...
Doing anything.
There's a dangerous pylon. 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's going to be Zealot, Speed Leg Zealot harass. They're both going for pretty similar builds here.
Indeed.
I'd say the Colossus is the big difference here. Let's see if that will be the game changer for you. That War Prism is going to get really annoying. Templar Archives coming down for both of them. Looks like Adele's just a bit ahead on those things, but that's because the Colossus tech choice. Alright, here comes this big nasty army of Stalker, Zealots, Immortals. Into mostly Zealot, Stalker, Colossus. It is spotted. The Zealots are charging up into the third. The third's going to fall. Main force is right outside here to try and catch this Colossus. Oh, careful. He's hallucinating in Colossus and Stalkers. But you have an observer, so it doesn't matter.
So far, so good.
Yeah. Mothership core is getting overextended and picked off, unfortunately.
Whoa, why didn't that overcharge
Game
get set off?
paused.
Yeah. The mothership core went out to defend the pylon. You didn't have it on hold.
Okay. Was that mothership core hotkeyed?
I do not believe so.
Let's go back and look.
It did look as though
Game paused.
Spazcat selected it right before it died. Unfortunately, it was already...
Okay, the mothership core is hotkeyed.
Okay.
Game resumed.
Alright, let's take a look at this. So in comes the Zealots, and of course you dispatch an army to go deal with them. Frankly, this many Zealots you're going to have to dispatch a small army to deal with anyways.
Game
Yeah.
Alright, you have 3 Colossi, and they
Game
have...
paused.
Let's see, Stalker count. Yeah, your army should beat this army.
15.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but just the Colossi alone.
Game resumed.
Because you'll be able to warp in... Oh, wow, your
So-
supply block, though. I don't know.
Yeah, pylon was chewed up. A couple pylons got chewed up.
Okay, well... Actually, the supply block alone is going to kill you because your gates are useless at the moment. Let's see how many gates you do have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Okay, you only have 5 gates, but you're on 3 bases. You should be at about 10 gates, even with robos. You need to have those gates to stand by. You definitely had the minerals for it.
Hallucinated Colossus. That's funny.
Yeah, hallucinated colossus are becoming increasingly common, and they're a good idea.
Causes that panic moment.
Yeah, just make sure you have an observer so that your units don't shoot the hallucinations. Which I think you do have an observer still.
Yes, there's an observer with the army.
Where?
It's right over the Zealots right now.
Okay, good. Yeah, she's got...
She's got like 3, 4 observers.
Yeah, 4 observers. I like that. I really like that. Information is critical. Okay, so let's see how this fight is handled. Okay, immediately, an army of this size, photon overcharge. Photon overcharge. You know the mothership core cannot win this, so the mothership core should just pull back. So you start the photon overcharge, and unfortunately there was none.
Yeah, because the...
Alright, let's see what the reaction was.
The attack came in, the mothership went to defend it on its own because of the auto AI features, and then right as it was getting focus fired by the stalkers, Cat selected it and tried to photon overcharge, but it died before it could get it off.
Alright, so we're gonna watch Spazcat's point of view. Oh wow, you can see the army out here on your minimap, by the way. Your observer sees it. You should know it's coming. Okay, so camera. Okay, so you had the camera right there. I'm not sure why you didn't photon overcharge.
Yeah, it looks like Cat's used the mouse to scroll to the area instead of double tapping the mothership button.
And wow, you've got 2 more Colossi over here. Okay, so you're dealing with... Hold on. Alright. Remember, this Colossi can just step right down this cliff and shoot every single one of these things. It doesn't have to run away this way. It can just literally step down the cliff. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Problem is, it's just Colossi now.
There's some stalkers and sentries alive still. It's actually cleaning it up pretty well.
Yeah, these Colossi are heroes.
They're doing some business. Unfortunately, they lost the natural.
Alright, and these really aren't doing anything yet. I mean, they haven't even brought down the shields on the... Cause they're not even target firing. They're just shooting whatever's there. Alright, so you've actually cleaned this up pretty well. You lost a lot of probes. I'm guessing you sacked some of the probes to fight. Which would have been the correct decision because you have the Colossi here. So using probes as buffers is fine.
And the warp-ins just continue behind, but you should clean this up pretty well easily because there's no way for him to get to you. Where are the Colossus going?
Okay, I want to point out a couple things here. You had your robo... Let me go back to... And you can see where the waypoints are. I noticed the entire game that your Colossi were actually walking all the way around this line, as opposed to using the cliff, like they should be.
Oh yeah,
Where's the rally point? Yeah, you see the rally point?
right to the natural.
The pathing was stupid here. You can shift click the rally points, by the way, so you can literally tell the Colossus shift clicked here and then here. And then the Colossi won't do that stupid ass walk all the way around. Which, granted, that's you live and you learn. I mean, that's not obvious to a lot of people.
Yeah. It actually took me a while to figure out that I could shift click rally points.
Yeah. The second thing is you handled the attack in here just fine. The only problem you had is you didn't respond in time to this, and you should have been able to. Your observer placement was perfect. You saw the army there for quite a while, or at least the observer saw the army.
Yeah,
So
mini-map awareness.
Yeah, one of the things you need to start training is looking at the minimap constantly.
I have horrible mini-map awareness.
The better the player, the more experienced the player, the less they look at the main screen, and the more they look at the minimap, and they look at the resources up here. Alright, now I'm using game heart, so all the crap's down here, but the higher level players will spend more time looking here and here than they will in the main screen. Something you want to train yourself to do is just constantly, you know, tap back and forth between your next eye. Just occasionally F1, F2, F3. I'm assuming you've got camera hotkey set. If not, you need to start using them. And just occasionally go back and forth and look. Look at your observers. Remember to look at your observers on the minimap. You only have one out. Oh, you have two. Yeah, so just remember to click on the minimap, look at the observer occasionally. Just look at him. That's going to force you to see what he sees. Alright, and that should help you with your vision. And then at that point, you would have known, okay, he's about to attack. You know, he's attacking me up here, so I got to pull my probes and maybe run and send some army up here. But I have to be prepared for this attack. Now, you were supply blocked when that attack happened, and you didn't have enough gates. If you had had more gates and you weren't supply blocked, you would have been able to warp in enough units. And you, frankly, I think you had 5 Colossi at some point during this fight.
Yeah, right at the beginning, but 2 went down and then got killed.
Right. Remember, you can micro Colossi up and down the cliffs to run away from zealots. Right, literally, all you had to do was just send him off the cliff, and he would have just stood here and just shot everything, because your buildings are giving the vision, so they would have just been able to shoot all the zealots, and literally just killed the zealots in, you know, maybe 5-10 seconds. And Colossi are better than Immortals in PvP. So you had the superior army. You just didn't quite handle it properly.
Game resumed.
And I think at this point you're probably going to be too far behind, because I do think you sent your probes to kill the units.
Let's take a look. 37 to 61 probe count.
Yeah, so you're going to be behind economically because of that attack. I mean, look at these observer placements. I love them.
Yep.
Spazcat has them all over the place.
That's how you want it.
You just got to remember to use them. And by use them, I mean actually look and see what they've seen. Yeah, I see the fundamentals here of a person that's going to be a very strong player. Just putting the pieces together is what needs to be done right now with Spazcat.
Oh, that's what was going on. Son of a bitch.
What's
having
up?
issues.
You're always having issues, man.
Yeah, I know. There we go.
All right.
I have my auto clicker.
Killed
on
everything
still.
off. Your bank is still pretty big. Did you remake your Nexus quickly? Kind of. And you're still... Your bank is larger, so you haven't technically lost. But how are you handling the aggression? Wow. Okay, so you're not
There's
really
a
handling it.
Colossus only counterattack there. A lot of stock.
That's not going to end well.
No, it's not. While hilarious. It does provide me with some great humor.
Yeah, okay.
Not super effective.
Remember on Derelict Watcher that that this is where units are going to mass up. Whether it's your units or their units, units are going to mass up right here. I love the 2 observers here. This is hilarious. This is really cool. Mass your units up here, like out here. You don't want them back here so that you can prevent those stupid run-bys. Just mass them right out here. You've got your observers. Slightly better would have been like an observer here and one... Yeah, this one's fine right here. Mass your army up here, prevents the run-bys, and Colossus are superior to Immortals. You had good composition. It was just a matter of how you handled it. Do not forget to Photon Overcharge when you see a large army. Especially if you know you're going to lose the Mothership Core. Just Photon Overcharge. Or put Time Warps down or something.
You see that army incoming, don't try to scroll to get to it either. You know, you just hit your Mothership button twice, it'll take you right there, or your camera controls if you start using those to get into using those.
Yeah.
But yeah, map scrolling with mouse scrolling is never good. Like, it's like, and I'm there, and you're dead.
Alright, so let's take a look at the last one. I'm going to start this real quick and run to the restroom.
Alrighty. If there's anyone out there that can hear us and see us but not type and wants to send in a replays, the replay... Did he put it in the title? Yeah,
it's up
in the title. So at Rob at Tempe Esports, send some replays in. If you get them in quick enough, maybe we'll be able to catch them before game over.
Wow, so the matchmaking system matched Spazcat, a bronze, against a gold player.
That's weird.
Well, it doesn't surprise me, because frankly, as I was just saying earlier, you can see the way Spazcat's playing.
Yeah.
Like, there's some holes, but the fundamentals are actually really strong.
Yeah, that the observer placement was very non-bronze.
Indeed.
Is that the best way to put it?
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
All right. That whiskey runs right through him sometimes. So as we're waiting for Rob to come back and get into the analytics, I'll do a little bit of play-by-play as we go. We got Manix, the gold Zerg, up on the top here. And down here, the hero Spazcat, our Protoss player. I can't speed or up or slow things down. I don't want to anyway because we'd be losing Rob. And that wouldn't be good. Pylons coming down. Everything nice and good. Nobody getting... So they're both getting supply blocked. Let's see... They are supply blocked for a lot longer than they should be. If you're a Zerg... Oh, sorry about that. Right, I can't believe the Zerg didn't do this being a gold Zerg. You can build an extractor, build a drone, and then cancel the extractor, and you'll have 11 drones while that Overlord's building. I don't know why the Zerg didn't do that. And gold, I'm surprised, doesn't know that. Alright, so see, Spazcat getting the gateway down. Seems like a pretty standard pattern that you're developing, Spaz. You're getting that gateway. So it looks like you are going for a kind of a set build. You have a build in mind and you're practicing it or going for the same thing, which is definitely good. You're working towards a goal, and that is always very important. I do like the standard rally that you've been doing on your probe. I've noticed that you take your probe and send it up and around and all that fun goodness.
Oh, I think...
You got a nice rally point set up.
Like, we had a bunch of people in, a bunch of mods, and he was the only one that wasn't a mod. So I just made him a mod.
Oh, Governor? Yeah, that's my buddy.
Okay.
You talking about the Governor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my buddy John.
Okay. So let's see. Good. Saw when the pool went down. Very nice.
Yep. I've noticed something that Spaz has done every time, actually, and it's with the probe, sets the rally point to do a scout and then return to the base. So Spaz is shift clicking that scouting probe, doing a set location around the base and then returning it home. It should be starting its return trek home soon.
And I like that.
Yep. And I have noticed out of these 3 games that it seems to be a set opening build that Spaz is kind of doing every time, which is good to have, something that you're practicing, that you're working on.
Indeed.
What do you think about this set build that she's that Spaz seems to be working on every time? The gateway into the cybernetics core before
I
the
think it's a safe build. You don't need to be so economically greedy yet that you put down the Nexus before you put these down, the gates and the Cyber Core.
The only different variation I'd like to see in this build is
a faster mothership core.
A faster mothership core, yeah, like now or earlier. Like once that cybernetics core is done, I'd like to see a mothership core come out actually instead of warp gate.
Yeah, I agree, and it would have been helpful here.
Yep, Zerglings.
Yeah, because you could chrono out a mothership core and just kind of laugh at this.
I'm gonna have to cancel this this Nexus.
So unfortunately, supply blocked here. Oh wow, look at this Spazcat walling off like a boss.
Nice.
And I do.
Resets the rally point behind, builds a stalker, chronos it. Very nice reaction.
Wow.
Let's see if Spaz cancels this in time. Chronoing out the mothership core too. Might be able to save it. Come on. No, it's not going to save it. Cancel it.
No, come on, Spaz, cancel that Nexus.
Oh, that's
wow.
400 minerals.
No, you got to remember to cancel the Nexus.
Yep.
Oh.
There's a hole.
There's a hole, but
there is a hole.
you got units to deal with it, so it's not the end of the world.
And now you're really in trouble, though. Zerg behind that 5 Zergling, you know, Nexus kill is expanded to the 3rd base. And there's nothing you can do at this moment to stop him. Like, Zerg's wicked far ahead with that move. There's a lot of holes.
Yeah, there are. Probably better off walling off with a gateway or two. Or a forge.
Yeah.
A forge is a great wall-off building.
What is the Zerg doing? Just rallying overlords into the base?
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Kill the overlords! Free overlord kills!
I think that's happening very
No,
soon.
the stalkers can't get in! You already killed the pylon! Go! Get it! Yeah! That's 1 overlord. 2, 3.
Oh.
3 overlords. I don't know why those overlords. Here comes another one too. Where's the Benny Hill music when you need it? I really need to start like having that ready to go for a sound effects board.
I know. I'm
need to
definitely
create a sound
going to make a
effects.
soundboard for this.
Yeah. Do you have a program to do like a soundboard on your computer?
Yeah.
You need to. You need to hook that up, man. You got to give it to Mannix though. He is dedicated to the scout.
He is dedicated to the scout. Maybe he was trying for a Nidus or something. And wow, look at how many
Does he have
overlords
a
he's
Nidus?
got.
No, he doesn't. Expanding to
All right,
spaces 4 and 5.
Spazcat, you got to work on your supply blocks. Try and get those pylons out a little preemptively.
Yep.
For
If
every
you're
Nexus
running
you should have at least 8 supply available. If not, you should be making a pylon or 2.
Yeah, if you're running out of places like to where you want to put your pylons, behind your mineral line is always a good place. Along the edges around your base is always a good place. Because it also provides that little bit extra vision around the edges of your base for any overlord craziness if he does try to Nidus or something. Your army's holding good. Let's see what the unit's looking like. 7 stalkers versus 3 zerglings. Holy crap. Wow, moving out like actually wouldn't have been a bad idea right here.
No, it would have been a great idea considering how much economy this Zerg invested in here. We have 5 hatches and a ridiculous number of overlords.
91 workers.
And once again, Spazcat supply block.
Yeah, right now because you're not scouting. Let's take a look at your vision. Yeah, now you're setting that observer out, and that observer is about to see that. Holy crap! I'm in trouble because his economy is booming.
Yeah, this isn't. I noticed you titled this Mutalisks. This you didn't lose because of Mutalisks. I don't even see a Mutalisk out. No, the Spire's not even done. You didn't lose this because of Mutalisks.
Mm-mm.
You lost this due to passivity and taking too long to scout.
And the timing on the mothership core.
And the mothership core.
Yeah.
Game resumed.
And now that Zerg is safely on 4 bases.
5.
And oh wow, and has just saturated the 5th. The economy of Zerg is going to be completely out of control.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Zerg could literally build anything right now and you'd be in trouble. He could just mass Zergling you probably. And
Yeah.
you'd be-
Yeah, you really don't have a chance at this point.
What is your army doing back here?
The army's just chilling.
Why is it back? You gonna take down these rocks, I'm guessing? I don't know what it's doing. Let me take a look at her view. Getting Colossus tech. Zerg's got such a huge bank right now. The Zerg's just going to build 16 Mutalisks when that finishes. 3, 2, 1. And complete. And we should see like 16, 17 Mutalisks. Yep, there's 16 Mutalisks in production.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with Mutalisks. And this is a common problem in the lower leagues. People look at it and they think they lost to the unit. And they don't realize the reason why 17 Mutalisks showed up in the middle of your base. It's because your economy was way behind that of your opponents. And frankly, it could have been 17 Mutalisks or 68 Roaches.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
That's a lot of Roaches.
It could have been anything, any combination of that number of resources in your base. And it would have killed you just the same.
Mm-hmm.
Game resumed. Game
So, although you are using observers, you're not using them quick enough, once again. And your passivity, you had a chance to punish this. I mean, if you see a base go 5 hatch, or a Zerg go 5 hatch, 8 or 9 minutes into the game, I think it was.
Yeah.
Alright, that's not the normal timing. Let's see, let me go back to... Alright, so you're on... Okay, so 11 minutes is...
Game resumed. Paused.
Ridiculously stupid early.
No, unfortunately it's not. It's a little ballsy, but it's not wrong. It's not, I can't really fault it, not just because this guy won, but it's really not that bad. You really have two options at that point, though. When you see the double expand, you either have to attack or you have to expand yourself. What you can't do is just remain on 2 bases. You need to have economic parity.
Yeah, 3 base versus 2 base tossed to Zerg is not... That's kind of even, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
For a while. For quite a while.
Game resumed.
Yeah, so really, lack of scouting. Let's see if Spascat even realized what was going on here. No, so
No.
it's 11 minutes into the game, and all you've scouted was the pool. Alright, so you really don't have any idea what's going on, and that's why you got blindsided.
Not to mention, if you would have moved out, even to take the towers, you could have just denied all of his supply.
You could have. I mean, this is not normal, so
Yeah.
I can't fault you for not moving out and shooting down... What is this? Yeah, 21 Overlord, or 19 Overlords?
But not taking the towers is not good.
Yeah, not taking the towers didn't help.
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay. So better scouting.
Yes.
A little more economically aggressive. Like, this is... Your third is already delayed. And you have the minerals for it.
And the units to take down the rocks.
Yeah. Alright. I wish we had Spascat in chat so we could have a conversation with him.
Yeah, figure out what kind of was going on, but hopefully Spaz is able to see and hear us and all that fun stuff and is able to take some away from it.
Alright, do we have anybody in chat that is capable of...
It would not seem that way. They could tweet you. I thought that we were going to use that if chat went down again. Twitter.
Oh, that's a good idea. Alright, well, we'll give people a minute or two. I've got my Twitter right here, at RMDeluca. If you just tweet me any questions you might have, we'll do that for now.
It was a bad time for me to check Facebook.
Yeah, unfortunately, people, none of us can see chat right now.
No.
That's all 3 of us. We have me and 2 mods that can't see the chat right now.
Yeah. I mean, I technically can see it, but I can't guarantee that they can post because every once in a while when I try to post, I get disconnected.
Yeah.
Try tweeting us or messaging me at Shinigami TV on Facebook or Tampa Esports on Facebook. If you message us, we can see it that way. So
Yeah.
We'll try and monitor that.
If not, we might just have to cut this short. And one
Do
of
we
the
have any more replays or?
well, no, and I was gonna go over macro practice, but that's something I would have wanted a higher stream quality.
Yeah, like we might have to wait for a non-DreamHack weekend for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't want to archive a 1,000 kilobit stream. This is just crap.
Hey, I stream at 2,000. Fuck you.
That's twice 1,000, man.
I know, but that's still not that great. What do you normally stream at?
3,500.
I
2,000.
need to upgrade to the Lightning 90.
Yeah. 2,000
It's only $15 a month, I think.
It's fine. Yeah, and I think it's worth it. And it's always at 100 megabit down, and then
Well, it's at the same price as. Wait, it's 100 meg down. What is
yeah,
the
they claim at 90, but it's artificially capped at 100 right now for me.
Because I've got the 20 right now, and I've got like 12 download and 2 upload.
Oh, I see. Well, if you've got 2 upload, then you can't even stream at 2,000. That's yeah.
I
Like
should work a little bit.
you need to put it down to like 1,800 or maybe a little bit less.
That might explain why I'm dropping frames.
Yeah.
Of course, having like 5 Twitch channels open at one time doesn't help either, I'm sure.
Well, I mean that's your downstream, but still.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I hate to do this, but we really have no way of running a functioning coaching corner like this with no Twitch chat.
Yeah, well, we'll do the macro practice next week, and you can critique my horrible skills if you want, if that would help, unless you got some replays that you want to use for it.
No, that'd be fine. We
Okay.
we can definitely do a live coaching session.
Okay. I've started. I'll practice a little bit because I've been working. I haven't really been playing since Hearthstone. I got my Hearthstone beta key, so.
Yeah, I saw that. How's it going for you?
Yeah, it's awesome, man. I'm smashing people. Like, there's 2 game modes. There's ranked, where you create your own deck and you play against people, and I'm smashing everybody in that.
Mhm.
Even though I haven't like put money into cards and bought a bunch of decks yet. And then there's arena mode, where you do a draft pick. 3 cards pop up. You pick any of the 3 cards, and then you keep doing that. Like, the other 2 will disappear, and then 3 more cards will pop up until you get your whole deck. I've been doing horrible in that. So for some reason, I'm not able to get like a good synergy in my deck for the arena. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I'm gonna have to hit up Trump, I think, and see if he can help me out.
Trump.
Trump's a beast, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I hate watching his stream because the music that he plays, and just he has no personality whatsoever. Like, every once in a while, he'll get emotional and be like, "Yeah," and it'll be great. And the rest of the time, it's like, "Oh, this is painful to watch." The level of Asian awkwardness is just too high in this one. But but he's really good at arena. Like, he gets a lot of 9 wins, which I need to get to. So
I see. All right. Well, I still can't get into chat, and I don't see anybody tweeting. And frankly, this is pretty frustrating. So we should probably just stop the stream at this point.
yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, we'll post it up, even though it's been a hard stream because of the I think the goings on Twitch this weekend. But
Yeah.
we'll get it fixed out, and next week we'll be featuring macro perfection.
And dude, and stay tuned too. We're going to be making announcements on more show matches. Team Gravity's Fight Night #1 was quite successful, and next time it'll be Jared and I casting it. So it's
Your dream team of casters.
that's right.
All right, till next week then. I'm Shinigami.
And I'm Shadow. Thank you for tuning in.